This is Metro Arts on KGNU, Boulder, Denver, 88.5 FM, 1390 AM, and online at KGNU.org. Coming up, I'll be speaking with the bandmates of Bolonium. But first... You're listening to the song She's Wow by the band Bolonium. They've kicked off their 12 music video binge campaign on YouTube, and their awesome, whimsical, one could almost say tubular vibe, and their fun, self-aware lyrics have had me rocking all month. With me in the studio is Richard Taylor and Tim Johnson of Bolonium. Guys, welcome.
Wow. Oh my goodness. And can I say, Veronica, wow, you're wow. She's wow.
She is wow.
Oh my goodness. Thank you for having us.
If there's ever a definition of wow.
Oh, why, thank you. So, first of all, tell me about Bolonium. How did it get started?
How did Bolonium get started?
I don't know. You know, we kind of, we were making a movie called Adam the Amazing Zombie Killer. And after that, we were just like, what is next?
And we thought music might be a good avenue.
Yes.
Music. Or bad avenue. Actually, we have a lot of bad ideas, but we follow them through all the way to the end, and that's how Bolonium has come about.
Music as opposed to like finger painting or something else.
Well, we do that too.
Very nice.
Bolonium is multimedia.
Now, you just heard a segment of their songs, but to really enjoy Bolonium, you have to go to YouTube and check out some of their great music videos because your visual aesthetic is just as awesome as your audio aesthetic.
Well, thank you. We have 12 music videos, 12 songs, full-length album, and we made a video for each song. And not a lot of bands early in their careers can say that they made 12 music videos. Right, Tim?
That's correct. All 12 are going to be online tomorrow. There's 11 out of the 12 online today. So
right.
Now, making one music video is an incredibly ambitious venture. How did you guys happen to make 12 of them?
Well, you know, you double up some days. Some days you make 2, some days you make 3. Just a lot of support, friends. How did we make 12 music videos?
I'm not sure. I think we were a little self-conscious about the music and the lyrics, and we were like, how do we make this better? So we added visuals.
We figured nobody would listen to our music if it was just music. We have to have visuals going alongside it. So, because people will watch a video more than they'll just listen to a song. So.
Now, you had mentioned that the two of you kind of came together as part of your feature-length film, which is Adam the Amazing Zombie Killer.
Right.
And you made you wrote and performed a song around that, and then decided, hey, let's throw it together. But it seems as though your visual and your audio aesthetic really jive together. Can you describe what your process looks like? How you throw out ideas and just work with it?
God, that's a great question.
I mean, we met in film school, so we've known each other for about 10 years now. And Richard knew that I played music and was like, hey, I play accordion. We should collaborate. And I was kind of always like, We always have had kind of a visual, a sense together of what we like visually.
And I play accordion, and Tim Johnson here hates accordion players. So I had to convince him that accordion... That's the new thing. People love accordion.
That's not true. We are influenced by great accordion players like Weird Al Yankovic and They Might Be Giants.
Which we were compared to recently.
That's a great honor.
I know, yeah.
Well, not only They Might Be Giants, but your visual aesthetic is very similar. Not similar, but it smacks of Devo as well.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
we love Devo. We love Devo so much.
Absolutely love Devo.
We would love to kind of classify ourselves as a new wave band, but... I don't think we have the attention span to stick to one genre. We kind of bounce around a lot.
Right, and that's one of the things. So, like, when you listen to our music, we'll just have our regular Bolonium sound, but then we'll do a Marilyn Manson sounding song the next.
So, and your Marilyn Manson song is Cookie Jar. So, how did that come about?
I just thought it was always... I always thought it'd be funny if Marilyn Manson... saying who stole the cookies from the cookie jar. I don't know why. I just always did.
Well, and if you look at a lot of music videos, there's a lot of artists who take themselves very seriously, and as time goes by, it doesn't age very well, and it all turns out silly anyway. So we figured out right away, like, we might as well just be silly from the get-go so that in another 5-10 years, we can look back on this stuff and be embarrassed, but be embarrassed for the right reasons.
Be embarrassed intentionally.
Exactly.
It's like a time capsule of embarrassment.
Yes. That's what we're trying to do on the radio right now.
Yes, I'm totally embarrassed by this.
I'm a little embarrassed. I'm blushing.
Speaking of time capsules, your video Rock and Bowl, I did not know that YouTube accepted VHS-based submissions.
Well, we love VHS.
Yeah, we do. We love VHS. And not only Rock and Bowl has VHS.
But Skip It to the Money Shot also.
That's right. It's all on VHS. So... there's a little VHS theme going on in Bolonium.
I think Bolonium just has a general retro vibe. A lot of our lyrics refer to our childhoods and kind of the
Yeah.
nice, lovely time in the 90s and late 80s.
One of our
that we-
comments on our video was we're very 90s, so maybe we're just stuck in the 90s.
Well, that's definitely one of the things that I got from your music and your videos are kind of the brainchild of the 90s and just kind of your exploration of youth and whatever happened to those times. That's really cool.
Yeah, and speaking of whatever happened, I mean, Happy Go Lucky Me, that whole song is about what happened to our childhood. Like, all of a sudden we're adults now. Whatever happened to predictability and Dave Coulier?
Yeah, and I think back then pop culture wasn't so easily accessible. We didn't have the internet. We couldn't just buy anything we wanted. So the weird little niches that we fell into, our tastes, seemed much more magical back then. And I think our weird kind of quirky vibe comes from having eclectic tastes back then.
And I think it recreates that in a way to try to recreate that magical aesthetic that you felt, that we all felt in a common way from the 90s, kids our age and so to speak. I should have asked this earlier. The name Bolonium has very fascinating origins.
Does it?
Well, I mean,
I didn't know that.
Bolonium is the only element that has protons, electrons, and croutons.
So it's like we're just a big salad.
Yeah.
We're here to be tossed around and
Thrown into the mix?
Yeah, thrown into the mix.
Tim,
Definitely check us out, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, you can check out Bolonium on Facebook as well as YouTube. Richard Taylor, Tim Johnson, thank you so much for speaking
Thank you,
with me.
Veronica.
Thank you, Veronica.
This was great.